indeed.
They're whirling towards freedom.
I can imagine that. So did you get all the way through the letters page, John?
I did.
I'm at minute 41 of
I
an
didn't have
hour
like
and something.
100% full attention on it, but I listened to most of it.
Yeah, see, that's like I've been setting up the stream and other stuff, and so I've been listening. Very interesting stuff. Some of it I knew, some of it I could divine, some of it was brand new information for me. So that's
I take it this is the letters page for
the Letters
Greater
Page
Than?
podcast. Yes, Greater Than Games has officially launched that, and it is basically, and I'll probably repeat this since we're technically early, and we are live though, so that's good. Excuse me. This is the podcast where you can write in and ask questions about all of the lore of Sentinels and get answers. And they started off with Legacy, so
So it's going to be every Tuesday as well.
yes.
Super Sentinels Tuesday.
Super Sentinels Tuesday. Let's get the music going. There we go. Yeah, Sidestein says it was a good listen. I'm looking forward to the next one. Yeah, I mean, as with any sort of first episode of a podcast, there's always a little bit of like the hosts figuring out exactly what they want it to be. I mean, that definitely happened with us with Sentinels Live for sure. But once you sort of settle into what you're going to do, especially if you've got cool info to disseminate, I'm very excited to learn more. It sounds like they're going to do all the heroes first, but I don't know if that means all the heroes from the base game and then they'll do like the villains from the base game and then they'll do the environments, or how. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, because they made a joke about how, on the Baron Blade episode, which will be 3.5 years from now, I don't know if that was a joke about the fact that they've been meaning to start this podcast for 2 years, or that they plan to do every single hero in the game before they go to do anything else. I don't know yet. Maybe they covered that in the last 20 minutes.
That was a joke based on how long it took them to start doing the podcast.
Okay, fair enough.
So is it past, present, and future of the heroes, or is it just this is all about the Parsons family, dating back all the way to?
Yeah. So the first episode was Legacy, and it was that.
They sort of gave a 20-minute intro, that sort of their own discussions of it, both like how they thought up the character and the context and everything, as well as the in-game lore stuff. Yeah, and then they have questions for the rest of it.
Exactly. Yeah, the bit I'm on now is the questions, and some of them are already digging into things like, what exactly happened during the Iron Legacy event, and blah blah blah, whatever. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think it's definitely open to whatever people want to ask. So.
Indeed. So, I think we're getting up to 7 o'clock. You guys hear a third voice that you might not recognize, and I'll tell you who that is in just a moment. So it's Tuesday, it's 7-ish, so that must mean it's time to welcome everybody to Sentinels of the Tuesday of the Multiverse. Sentinels Live. Thanks for joining us around the digital tabletop while we play Sentinels of the Multiverse. The goal of these streams, as you all know, is to have fun, but also to show you how to play the game, as well as potentially covering some strategies that can help you win. Here at Handelabra, we do believe in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. If you enjoy the show, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe, and if you have a minute, head over to Metacritic and give us a review, whether it's on your chosen platform of iOS or Steam or Android. That is a place that a lot of people go to find information about their games, and we have recently discovered that we only have like a couple of reviews. A couple of you did go after I asked last week, and we do appreciate that, so thank you so much. But if you didn't hear me begging last week, head on over there and do a quick search for Sentinels of the Multiverse and give us a review if you would be so kind. As we are the developers, you can also be sure to get some insight into the process and maybe even see some stuff or meet people before anyone else. The game does include a tutorial that covers the basics, but we always do our best to explain exactly what we're doing, when we do it, and why, and depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, we usually, I'd say probably like 90% of the time, play more than one full game in our hour to 2 hour episodes. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink, and you can get more info about the game at sentinelsdigital.com. So you guys know me. I'm Jeremy, a.k.a. the Damage Dealer. Joining me, as always, is John, the Strategist. Say hi, John.
Hello.
And tonight, we actually have a special guest. This is actually the newest Handelabrat, the newest member of the team. You guys might have noticed that we put out a call late last year for new programmers, and we have got one. We caught one. Woohoo! You got to catch them all. This is David, a.k.a. Dravid, to start with a J. Say hi, David.
Hi, David.
Hi, David. So that's David. He's our new guy. What do you do for us, David?
I do programming things. That's my job.
That's your job. And before you did that, you were actually a tester for us, were you not?
Yes, I was.
Exactly.
Beta tester.
So keep the dream alive, people. You can start as a tester and actually become a full-fledged Handelabrat. A classic joke, indeed. All right. So, so what we were talking about up front was that the Letters Page podcast has gone live. I will post a link to the first episode right here. Strategist. Every time Jeremy says strategist, I die a little. That's okay. I'm killing you softly and quietly and slowly. The Letters Page podcast, of course, is the podcast that has been promised from Greater Than Games for years and years and years, or just years, to sort of really dive deep in the lore of Sentinels. I know that there's a lot of us who would absolutely love for them to make actual literal comic books that give the entire backstory. But since they don't have time or money to do that, they're going to give you the Wikipedia version and talk about each of the characters from Sentinels in a dedicated episode of a brand new podcast that just launched. And as I believe mentioned either before or slightly after I mentioned that in the preamble, they will be releasing new episodes every Tuesday, making Tuesday the Tuesdays of the Multiverse. Because as you know, we do our show every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. And so now you'll also have a podcast to listen to. Don't go listen to that and leave us. You should listen to us and then go watch the pod.
Listen to that later. There's an interesting tidbit in there about Legacy's weakness, which is essentially the slow blade penetrates the shield. Mm-hmm. So definitely check that out. If you thought Legacy was invincible, you might be surprised.
Yes, fans of Stargate. Actually, my immediate thought about that was the fact that the energy shields that the Goa'uld wear, they stop energy weapons, they stop bullets, but as soon as General Jack O'Neill, I guess he was Colonel Jack O'Neill at the time, threw a spinning blade at it, that penetrated the shield because it wasn't moving. It was moving slow enough that the energy was not stopped.
I think you need to go further back to what Stargate copied that from, which is Dune.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Yeah, that is not one I'm
my
familiar
reference.
with. Fair enough.
That even makes sense with superhuman durability too. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the part of it, the superhuman durability is like one of the legacies acquired, basically the like ability to withstand a ridiculous attack once in a while.
Fast-moving objects.
Yeah. So like death by 1,000 cuts could still happen, but like getting hit with a cannonball in the chest, he'd be okay with.
That was the second?
That might have been the second one or the third one, I think.
I think it was the third one because it was the second Paul. Like the first person who woke up and had a power was Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Parsons. And since then it's been Paul's, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And a Pauline.
If you're not sure, we can just go and listen.
If only there was a podcast that could clear it all up for me. Anyway, have you started the new guy, hi David, off with the heroes from Villains of the Multiverse? That is precisely what we're starting him off with. Yeah,
the ground running.
He's hitting the ground running. So Snot Zombie asks, after you guys are done with the video game, why don't you do a GTG? Why don't you and GTG do digital comics? You guys have smart. Yes, that is true. We could do that. Although, and I don't know if they cover this directly on this episode of the Letters Page because I haven't finished it, but they may cover it in the future, which is that both DC and Marvel went bankrupt making comic books. So there's a reason why they tell their stories via podcasts and games, because those are things that you ideally won't go bankrupt doing, which both of the big comic companies did.
It's hard to make money or survive a business making comic books. But there is going to be a new comic book with Oblivion printing, so
that is true.
Watch out for that.
Indeed. So yes, just to jump back. So yes, David is starting off by coding Villains of the Multiverse characters. And so, as mentioned, he started off as a tester, but he also started off as a Sentinels fan. So, that is, honestly, that was one of the things that we were looking for in people who applied for the job. Obviously, strong programming skills was one, but a general familiarity with the game itself, as well as sort of an understanding of the mechanics of the game, were bonuses, because it means that we don't have to explain what does dealing damage mean, or what is an ongoing card, or what is a one-shot, etc. So yeah, we got to skip ahead, and he's actually already begun. We actually had a little in-house party when he made his first commit to the Sentinels repository yesterday. So
it's going up on the fridge.
It is going up on the fridge. Our little boy's growing up so fast. All right, so yeah, we're here in Virtuoso of the Void 42. I see the Politician. Very nice. What should we play tonight? Gentlemen, you have any ideas, or should we throw it to the chat?
I think it should be Dave's choice.
Dave's choice.
No, don't make me decide things.
New guy choice. All right, well, at least, how about this? You can choose, are we going to play a classic villain, or are we going to play team?
I think that we should play team villain.
Team villain. All right. And actually, when it's me and John, it's usually 4-player games. So having 3 people here is a really good way to play a different game where it's a 3-on-3.
It's going to be harder.
Yeah, so let's hit randomize, see what we get. Oh, we got all 5 of them. I'm going to randomize until I get only 3 villains.
You have to remove them.
Oh, you have to remove them? All right. And then they come back. All right,
oops.
Hang on.
I apparently dropped and rejoined the lobby.
Yeah, looks like you're back, though. Just pick 3.
All right, there we go. There's 3. All right. And I ended up randomized Tachyon. I don't want Tachyon, though. I'm going to pick... Yeah, I can't play my alter ego yet because we don't have heroic Baron Blade. I'll just play who they said it was my second choice. When I actually approached Christopher at Gen Con a couple years ago, and I said, if I'm going to cosplay as someone from your game, who should it be? Which hero is what I asked him. And he said, I don't know, I guess you could probably pull off Chrono-Ranger. So I decided to do Chrono-Ranger. But then he said, but why do you want to be a hero? Heroes are so boring. He's like, especially because you are clearly Baron Blade. So that began my cosplay career, as it were. Yes. All right, so John's picked Tachyon. I've got Chrono-Ranger. Who are you going to do, David?
Well, I think that I'm going to play Captain Cosmic, but it looks like I'm desynced from you guys.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, so just a moment. There we go. Much better. So yeah. Well, hang on. Let's see. I would play Captain Cosmic, but I think we needed someone a little more tanky than that. So, perhaps the Naturalist.
Ooh. Big fan of the Naturalist. And it looks like you are hunted.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Cool.
All right, and we got the Temple of Zhulong, which I'm fine with because the music is amazing.
That's the main priority.
It is one of the main priorities for sure. I love that opening with the wind. At long last, the world shall truly tremble in the clutches of Baron Blade. No time to waste. Let's see how fast we can make this. Bloop. All right, so let's see what we got here. Tachyon opens up with an accelerated assault, hypersonic assault, research grant, and supersonic response. Chrono-Ranger's got a Ranger's Mark, sudden contract, terrible tech strike, and the Masada. And Hunted Naturalist has got a bestial shift, or I guess bestial shift. I've always read that word as bestial, but on the chat, I know that I'm probably saying it wrong. But whatever that card is. Bestial shift, Natural Born Vigor, Shifter Strength, and the Formidable Rhinoceros.
Bestial is not a word. It is a misspelling.
Understood. Yeah, well, and it actually comes from a band that I used to love. I guess I still love them. I just haven't listened to them much lately. Sepultura, their first EP was actually called what I called Bestial Devastation. I guess it was Bestial Devastation, but that was how I always pronounced it.
Impulsion Beam, our favorite. That's really bad for all of these heroes.
Oh no.
It's like the worst card. We should have played Advanced, and then we'd never be able to get rid of the Impulsion Beam.
Oh, well.
Also, I think I desynced again.
Did you?
Yeah.
The Politician disconnected.
Oh.
see if you can rejoin, or if not, we'll start over brand new.
What was the game name?
It should pop up if you go to the multiplayer menu.
It is not showing up.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Something like Virtuoso of the Void or something, but
doesn't you can't rejoin unless the pop-up to rejoin comes up. So.
Wah, wah.
All right, start over.
Quit. All right. Starting
Sorry.
Sorry, it happens.
John, why don't you create the game and then you can drive because you're faster with that stuff and I'm usually chatting.
All right, I have created the game. We're actually playing on a new version, which will be be released after the stream. FYI.
Yes, indeed.
All right, we had Baron Blade and Friction and Freight Train.
Yep.
I think that is right.
In the Temple of Zhulong, the order was Tachyon, Chrono-Ranger, Naturalist.
Okay. Yeah, so we've been working on a lot of bug fixes over the last couple of weeks, and do we want to go advanced?
Sure.
Sure.
He probably won't play Opposed to Me again, right?
Real Fan of Fnatic is freaking out. What new version? Relax. It's basically a bug fix update. You know, there were a couple things from Vengeance that we didn't catch in the first quick update. A couple things that have been coming along. There was a specific Steam bug that was kind of giving us trouble for a while. So, Politician has disconnected again.
Oh, what is going on? I feel like it's probably I'm on my laptop, so.
Has some flaky Wi-Fi or?
No, I'm wired in.
Flaky wire.
Actually, it could be. Shoot.
Yeah, you're just gone. Actually, if you get disconnected before the start of the game, it can be catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
Wait, rejoin. Come on. Yeah.
I'm hearing popping, but I don't see you.
Pop.
Yeah, Politician left, join left.
Yeah. It keeps booting me.
All right, why don't you start the game?
Yeah, I will start the game.
There's an idea. He can't play. Fire him and hire me instead.
Genegro asks, have you fixed the Sentinels bug? Can you be more specific?
I think they're referring to the Adamant Sentinels restart.
That has been fixed. There is a known issues board that you can take a look at and keep track of some important bug fixes.
All right.
I'll put a link in the chat. The curse.
Pop.
Temple of Zhulong. There we go.
All right, fingers crossed.
Come on, little buddy, you can do it.
At long last, the world truly crumbles into clutches and blah, blah, blah. All right, Tachyon. Hypersonic Assault, Nimble Strike, Quick Insight, Supersonic Response. Excuse me. Chrono-Ranger, Compounded Bow, Dead or Alive, Just Doing My Job, Terrible Tech Strike. And Hunted Naturalist, Bestial Shift, Indomitable Force, Natural Forms Vigor, and Primal Charge. Genetically fused something. I was trying to come up with something funny to say and I couldn't think of anything.
Something new.
Something new, yeah. All right, and then Stolen Gear and Engine Destruction. Yes.
Hey, we didn't get it in Impulsion Beam.
Chance at Vengeance. Crackjaw Crew. All right.
I say, I take it. Got that heal going on.
Are all multiplayer game issues valid issues?
The comic books? Yes.
Oh.
I think I first thought they were asking about bugs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, the comic book names you see in multiplayer games, those are all
canonical.
Real comic book issues.
Yes.
And we confirmed them with Christopher.
Yep, as written by Christopher, they are all canonical.
Including things like when Freedom 4 Annual changed to Freedom 5 Annual, and there's like a number gap and stuff like that.
Yep, he gave us the titles, he gave us the numbers of issues, he gave us, everything. All right.
Sad to see any of those cards go.
All right, we actually got to go to a hero turn. Amazing.
Woo!
All right, so advanced rules we should go over since we haven't played too much advanced.
So Baron Blade's advanced rule, reduce damage dealt to device cards by 2. Friction's advanced, reduce damage dealt to friction by 1. And Fright Train, increase damage dealt by Fright Train by 1.
All right, do we want to start off with a hypersonic assault? I feel like that's not a bad idea.
I mean, stopping all their ridiculousness is always a good plan in my book.
And it will still hit friction because of the Nemesis bonus, so... Oh, it doesn't hit Baron Blade, but oh well. Because of his business.
Stopped everybody else, though.
Yeah, it stops Fright Train and Crackjaw and friction, so...
Which is totally worth it.
And I will not discard the top card of my deck. Because I want that.
And you got another hypersonic, so not much to complain about there. Argentium.
I think we never noticed the Adamant Sentinels restart bug because I personally never use the restart button.
What is the restart bug?
If you restart a game with Adamant Sentinels, then they go back to Sentinels.
Oh, I see.
But I never if I play a game, I play the game. I don't look at my opening hand and decide to restart, or even if I'm losing, I don't restart because you can often still win. So.
Yeah, see, I almost never do the restart, but I will occasionally do the quit and start a new game. But I almost never restart the same game again.
Yeah, but some people do quite a bit. So
I do. When I get my butt whooped, I usually try again and then try again until I beat it out of a sense of frustration.
Yeah, let's see. Who do I want to put dead or alive next to? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put dead or alive, I think, on the Crackjaw crew because they're kind of frustrating, so we're going to want to get rid of them, right?
Dead or Alive is the one that heals you.
Yeah, you don't want probably that to go away. I would put it on one of the villains.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's true. I mean, when it leaves play, I do get to draw a card, so yeah, I guess it's a question of weighing it. I'll put it on Fright Train so it's somewhere in the middle, because I think we're probably going to focus on him first, right?
Potentially.
Yeah, it's not worth it to put it on something for drawing one card.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not what it's about, so...
And do we want me to focus on him, or do we want to get Crackjaw Crew, start working that down?
I don't really care about Crackjaw Crew.
Okay.
I would focus on the characters.
They're only bad if the Sentinels are in the game.
That's true.
Yeah. If the Sentinels are in the game, then yeah, they need to be killed straight away. But Fright Train can't deal damage.
Wah, wah.
Okay. So there's no Impulsion Beam. I'm thinking about...
Not yet.
So all the damage blocks are gone now. I'm thinking about doing an Indomitable Force into Nature's Form True Power play to get set up for next turn.
Sure.
What do you guys think?
I support your decisions.
Well, it'll keep some of the damage off of you guys.
I try to be a good boss, so I empower you to make your own choices.
So play a card, and then from here I can start drawing cards.
So my desktop, pick me a random wallpaper from the Sentinels folder, has picked 2 block wallpapers today, which is nice. So I've got the cool, the block with the big portal thing, and then I've got the Time Crazed Prisoner looking at me.
Oh, that displacing teleporter's hurting me a lot.
Is that the one whenever you take damage you have to discard?
Yep.
Only Baron Blade only is doing 1 damage though, so
the damage isn't the problem, it's that I'm almost out of cards.
Right.
But I'll draw a bunch on my turn. It'll be alright.
All right. So that obsessive planning is probably going to happen, just to keep that in mind. We don't really have a way to stop it.
So, David, we got some people sneaking in late who are just discovering that you are new to the team. Why don't you tell a little bit about yourself? Like, where do you live? What's your sort of programming background? How did you come to fall in love with Sentinels as a game, etc., etc.?
All right. So I live and work out of Chicago, but I'm originally from the Philadelphia greater area. I am a classically trained programmer, so the good old C++, stuff like that, and all the memory management goodness.
Nice. I remember that from back in the day.
And I fell in love with Sentinels at a New Year's party a couple years ago. The card game, when it was like 3 a.m. and everyone was tired, and someone really wanted to play this game, Sentinels. And I tried it out, and I was like the only one who was really into it at the time because everyone else was exhausted. And I played Unity, and I loved it.
Well, that's a great hero to start with.
Yeah. Cool.
And yeah, since then it's just been more and more Sentinels stuff. The video game
You
came
didn't
out.
need to discard a card, Jeremy.
What's that?
You didn't need to discard a card.
Oh. Well, I did.
Okay.
I was giving rapt attention to David's story.
Sorry.
So I just was presented with a choice, so I made one. All right. Let's see here. So I've got my Dead or Alive out. A couple more things came out. Speedy Sidestep, which I find, as much as I'm like, oh no, that card's gonna mess us up, I find I don't tend to do big damage in a lot of vengeance style, team villain games. I don't know if that's just me or maybe it's the heroes I'm picking. I don't know. So it almost never becomes a serious issue for me.
It's usually wide damage
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're usually going for like pinging a lot of things at once. Let's see. Do I want the dart thrower?
Honestly, Speedy Sidestep usually stops her from killing herself in my games against her.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah, when she has a big... she can damage herself a lot sometimes with some of her surge stuff.
Alright, the villains are hypersonic assaulted, so neurotoxin dart thrower isn't going to do much. So maybe I'll just... Terrible tech strike.
Compounded bow is good.
Yeah, I was between the two of those, because they both do similar amounts of damage, but one gets to stay out and I get to do it more often, so I think I'll do that. Is there a target that we are looking at ahead of Fright Train that you would like me to focus on?
You might actually want to kill the Shinobi Assassin because it does a bigger burst if we're fighting damage reduction.
Thoughts?
Yeah, but it's only going to do like 1 damage at a time.
Oh no, you're right, because it's hitting a device.
Yeah.
Dang.
I would hit Fright Train.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, to get rid of the teleporter, but and not the teleporter. That's the advanced rule of Baron Blade, right? Like, these devices are going to be killing us, so
they'll be here forever.
Yeah.
All right. So my thought is to skip my play, use my power to go Antelope, and then draw 4 cards because I'm hurting.
Sure.
But if you see any other plays that might be helpful, feel free to correct.
The chat's giving me a hard time. What I meant by that was not that I don't deal damage. It's that I find that a lot of times in Vengeance games, I'm not dealing one big wallop of 5+ to one villain. It's mostly like I'm trying to do 3 to everything or something like that.
Well, and if you do, then you have other targets to attack besides friction usually.
Yes,
so.
Exactly right. Man, my reputation has been in tatters for the last month and a half of Sentinels lives.
And we want to hit Fright Train, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
take one of them out of the fight as quickly as possible.
Man, isn't it going to be cool when there's like 10 more villains that you can mix in? We should totally hire someone to help us with that.
Gonna need a bunch of people for that many villains.
Alright, here comes the true form.
I don't think we're going to be the second highest. Actually, we might be. I think Chrono-Ranger is. If only you could double-click on the card and find it. Maybe you can in the next update that's coming out tonight.
Ho, 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 ho.
Well, I think this is hurting them more than it is us, so...
Yeah, that's spread damage. I'm willing to lose Natural Form's power to protect Compound Bow if that's what you want. I think that might be more useful.
Yeah, of my 2 cards that are out, I'd rather keep Compound Bow, given where we're at right now.
2 cards are going to be destroyed, so...
That's what I'm saying, is like, I'm going to lose one of mine, so definitely I'm happy to get rid of Dead or Alive, and then if we're going to try and keep Compound Bow, then that's great.
Yeah, Compound Bow is really strong, so...
Yeah.
Synergistic is absolutely a word, HH2 News.
And then he's blowing up your thing anyway.
Ah!
No, it's a discard, isn't it?
No, well, this is this teleporter, but Turn the Tables is going to make him...
Oh, no, You're right. I missed that one. You can always displace the armory.
Yeah, don't discard Displaced Armory. You need that now.
Yeah, that was the one that I was trying to keep, and I didn't realize I was going to do it twice.
Actually,
you lost it anyway.
or 3 times. Or 3 times, I guess.
Burnblade, why are you so mean?
Burnblade, you're so mean.
Yeah, if we could get rid of that displacing teleporter.
it's got -2, and we have no irreducible damage. Actually, you do with the Masada, but...
it's in my trash now, right?
But you need bounties to power it.
Oh, no, that was from the first game.
Right, I'm going to try to draw. Though Burnblade's going to make me discard everything, probably. Try to reduce the threat level by taking out Fright Train. Hey, Fleet of Foot.
The hippo. So I'm sure this was intentional, but every time I see the hippo, I'm taken back to when I was literally 4 years old, 5 years old. My parents got me like a clay. I mean, this would have been like 81 or 82. And my parents got me a like build the superheroes out of clay thing where there was like a laminated back thing and they gave you a bunch of different colors of clay and there was a picture of the Hulk and a picture of the Rhino. And I don't know if they were like synergistic villains, villain to heroes or whatever it was, but I built it once and then immediately mixed all the clay together so I had one like gray-brown clay mosh. But I always like, it's like one of those like weird formative memories I have when I was really, really little of like trying to make a Hulk out of clay and a Rhino out of clay.
And the hippo brings that back.
The hippo brings that back. As soon as I see the hippo, I'm like, oh man, the Rhino out of clay. When I was little.
Things are looking rough for our heroes here.
Okay, I have some options now. I can do the Indomitable Force again, and Resilient Hide. So that would soak all the 2 or less hits.
Yep, that's not a bad idea.
I have no problem with that.
Environmental Allies is also not a bad idea.
Are we going to get hit by that, though? I feel like
not by the true form, but by whatever else comes out. But so I don't know if it's necessarily the best. It's just I'm mentioning other options.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the Resilient Hide Indomitable Force, because I don't think that we're going to get hit by anything crazy from the environment right now.
There's a question for J. David. What is your favorite hero, and who are you most looking forward to programming?
My favorite hero is probably... It's like a toss-up between Mr. Fixer, the Naturalist, and Argent Adept. I like those versatile characters.
All good choices.
And the one I'm most looking forward to programming is probably Greaser.
Oh yeah, Greaser's got some cool stuff going on.
I don't know what it is about Greaser, but I just loved it as soon as I saw, like, oh man, he's got like hair that if you mess it up, he flips out.
Whoa, Naturalist.
Whose deck do we want to put this on?
May as well. It doesn't matter because I'm going to play Fleet of Foot, so.
Oh, okay. So, sure.
Yeah. And, I want to play more cards, so I'm going to hit myself. Actually, if I hit myself, it's just going to go to you,
It's just
right?
going to hit me, and
So
then
I
do
can-
no damage.
So, yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. Yes, I want to draw a card. And damage one of these fools.
Probably Major Flay.
Well, Argentium hits lower targets versus Major Play hits higher. I think Argentium, because we're going to be taking out Fright Train sooner as well, right? So
Okay.
they're both
Good
2
point.
damage. I guess one's 1 damage, one's 2 damage, but
Yeah, that was my thinking.
right.
But taking out Fright Train will get rid of Major Flay anyway.
Yeah. All right, and yeah, I'm just gonna pound on Fright Train here. Ooh, I like Synaptic Interruption. I also like burst cards in my trash.
Yep. Yeah, playing regular old Tachyon is a thing that doesn't happen very often.
I like regular Tachyon.
She's got the ability to get like 1 million burst cards in her trash in like 2 turns, 3 turns.
Yeah, and she's one of those heroes that got a slight update when the the foil pack came out.
Yeah, her power is slightly changed, but most of the time it's the same thing, but it does.
Yeah, essentially it was a clarification. It was sort of, Christopher being more precise in his language to sort of clarify what he initially meant the power to be, I think, initially, but using language to make it much clearer.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that's a thing that he does. When printing, and I think we've covered this in the show before, but on the tabletop, you have the vast abilities of the human brain to sort of figure out what is supposed to happen at any given time. But in the computers are simple. They need to know what to do whenever something happens. So as we've programmed cards, we've often come across something where it's like, when this isn't active and this card is in play and this card gets played, here's the 4 possible outcomes that could happen. Okay, Christopher, which one is supposed to happen? And then he clarifies it, and then those sort of get put out in the fireside chats, right? And then so the video game sort of becomes the canonical testing platform, which then lets Christopher sort of figure out exactly what he meant when he built the game.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I know. I'm reading my cards. What does everybody have in terms of cards?
We have a decent number in hand, so if you want to draw more cards, we could do that for just doing my job.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yeah, that's fine.
I would hang on to that.
Yeah, that's
wouldn't discard
that's
it.
why I was thinking. I was like, should I keep it? Should I not keep it? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. We'll see what I get. Maybe I can.
I guess Bestial Shift. I don't really like getting rid of any of these.
Yeah, Bestial Shift is great with Hunted Naturalist because you can use all of it.
You can get all 3 of them in a turn, but I don't have the setup for it right now.
So we'll hit Fright Train with this. Alright, so I guess. Oh, right, -2. Stupid Baron Blade. Why are you so vengeful?
Ouch. I'll take it because I have a chance of recouping that.
So the chat keeps asking about who this extra person is, and I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, we've had 3 hosts of this show since the very first episode.
Yeah,
what are they
long
talking about?
time.
We've always been at war with Oceania.
Exactly. You guys don't remember that amazing joke that David made on the 100th episode? Whew, you guys are really missing out.
I'll be honest, I'm a little hurt.
It was a callback to the first episode.
Exactly right. And I thought that the way that it was not only a callback, but also like a 4-level pun was masterful. You guys will just have to go back and watch that episode to hear what it was.
And you'll have to wait till the 1000th episode to really fully appreciate it.
Exactly right.
It's a joke that just gets better in the telling.
Like a fine wine.
So for my turn, I have a couple options, and none of them are perfect, so I'd like some input here. I'm thinking of using Shifter's Strength in combination with Natural Born Vigor and Environmental Allies to see if I can't get, I don't know, something defensive or a healing-related card. Because right now I have Rhino, which means I can't Bestial Shift into using another power. What do you think?
I mean, you could use your power and choose Gazelle, and then get 3 hit points and reduce damage by 1 with Bestial Shift from your play or from
my power. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably go with Environmental Allies and Bestial Shift on your power. You don't get the power off of Bestial Shift, but you still get the hit points and the -1.
Do I want to shift her strength anyway to see if Natural Born Vigor gives way to something better?
Up to you, I guess. Or, yeah, I don't know.
Alright, yeah, I think I am going to do that. Just because we're in dire straits, can't afford to be building perfectly optimal. So, Predator's Eye, you win some, you lose some.
Indeed. So, David, you said that you've been to Gen Con, right?
Yes.
Have you met like the various Greater Than Games people, like Christopher and Adam and any of them, or?
I met Christopher, but no one else, and even then it was just briefly.
Gotcha.
Hey, Environmental Allies pays off.
At least a little bit.
Damage.
Thanks, friend, for not punching me.
It's your favorite.
You could tell the moment that we got to the card, too.
Yep.
At least it doesn't hurt the Naturalist.
Who's doing all the damage right now?
I'm not going to be dealing damage probably, so you can choose me. And I am fine to discard a card, so.
I got Rhino Hide.
Oh, I don't want to discard 2 cards. Come on.
Come on. Like the guy in the $3,500 pants. Come on.
Everything is fine.
Stop healing, Baron Blade.
Everything's on fire.
Now, I'm not counting anything before it's hatched, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the music up just a little bit here on the stream side. Just in case, because there were so many people talking about how they never get to hear the awesome, amazing Vengeance team music that Jean-Marc put together.
All right, is it more valuable for me to do an accelerated assault or destroy an ongoing?
I'm not sure they have any ongoings except the physique.
The physique and Fright Train's what you want to keep. So it's more about the physique, I guess.
Yeah, I think probably punch everything. Who knows, maybe something will stick.
Oh, but I can't deal damage.
Ah! Back it up. Back it up.
No.
Back it up.
If only we had remembered something that happened a minute ago.
Not even a minute ago.
All right, well then, I
Since
think
you
the
can't
choice
deal
is
damage,
clear.
would it be better to keep Sucker Punch then?
For Major Flay, I think I would rather destroy the ongoing than Sucker Punch Major Flay.
Alright.
Unless, yeah. Can Chrono-Ranger destroy a minus turn? I think so. Seems likely.
This is one of those rare times when Sucker Punch is better than a normal damage dealing one shot.
I like Sucker Punch. But yeah, let's get rid of Physique. You can actually start hitting Baron Blade once in a while.
Or at least let him hit himself.
Yes, after he kills us.
It's gonna facepalm so hard. Legacy wasn't even here. Ow.
Another speedy sidestep.
Oh, and Naturalist is one shot.
Ugh.
I'm like,
And
you
the
know, I got
hippo-
some damage
The hippo
reduction.
comes back to take out Jeremy. All right, it's all on Tachyon now. I can't deal damage, remember, so...
Alright, what do you want to do?
You have, oh, you didn't take the Synaptic Interruption. Because then you could play it here.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what I do, we're gonna lose on Fright Train's turn, so... I can use my power, I guess. Yay! There are there are 3 damages that are going to happen on Fright Train's turn anyways, so... Alright, here's your music. I guess I could, if I had have kept Synaptic Interruption, I could have redirected that damage back to Fright Train to destroy him.
And then would have survived the turn.
Right.
And then got killed on the next turn.
And then get killed by the environment.
Actually, no, because Mike, I could block all the environment damage with my incap ability.
Okay. Well, I feel like our options were pretty limited, though.
So yeah, it was a losing battle, but how long could we lose that battle is the question.
True. So, Advanced Vengeance, no joke, especially... So we did play all Advanced on the Vengeance 5 a few weeks ago, but we also chose a team specifically
That is
to
right.
beat that battle.
Exactly
So,
right. Alright, chat.
we don't usually do in the stream, so...
And this is one of those scenarios where I would usually hit play again, just because. So going back to that restart thing.
So I have asked the chat which single villain we should take on for game 2 this evening. And as always, the first one to get 3 votes will be who we play.
We haven't played card for a while. That'll be fun. We'll see if that wins. Only 2 votes so far. Are we going to choose our heroes after or first?
We can get started on the hero choosing. Progeny pulls it out.
You know who's great, and by great I mean awful against Progeny that I kind of want to play now? The Sentinels.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah, he automatically flips, right?
He automatically flips because Idealist is tiny.
And starts... Unless the Adamant Sentinels...
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But he'll probably hit one of them, and yeah. So that's an option.
I think Adamant Sentinels would be more fun against him.
All right. We've got Prime Wardens, Argent, Adept.
I have no idea how good he is or isn't against Progeny, but I haven't. He's one of the more complicated heroes that I don't play very often. So
I'm going to bring good old Wraith. We might have played Karga recently, but I still always like playing Karga. The titles are so much fun.
Yeah, I totally dig Karga. All right, so environment. What are we thinking? I know which one I would pick, but do you guys, David? Why don't you pick since you're the...
Don't make me decide things. I pick versatile heroes for a reason.
You could tell Jeremy to press the random button.
I'm not the one running.
Actually, you're the king.
Sure.
So.
That's why I said he should pick.
We got too long. Oops, I accidentally switched us.
That's all right. Time Cataclysm it is.
Yeah, just switch the other things back.
Yeah. Sentinels. Progeny. Advanced or no?
No.
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 A resounding no.
Recently, it's too hard, and we also just played a tough advanced game, so let's give ourselves a chance.
Yeah, so as John was talking, if anybody was curious what he was talking about, at the start of the villain turn, if there are any hero character cards with fewer than 10 HP, Progeny flips. So that's why if we have regular Sentinels, where Idealist starts with, I believe, 9, right?
11, but she takes damage, I believe.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so it might not be the first turn, but it's the second.
It usually is the first turn.
And the advance is that Scions are indestructible. All right. Let's do it. Oh, so evil looking.
Nothing to say.
Let us strike the chords of harmony. Stand fast against discordance. All right.
Progeny has no mouth, so he cannot speak.
I have no mouth, yet I must scream. All right, so Prime Wardens, Argent, Adept. Arcane Cadence, Instrumental Conjuration, Musaragni's Harp, and Vernal Sonata. The Adamant Sentinels, Good Hero, Bad Hero, Horrifying Dichotomy, and Unique Capabilities.
Musaragni.
Musaragni. And Wraith starts with the Mega Computer, Smoke Bomb, Stun Bolt, and Throat Jab. All right, what do you got for us, Progeny? Scion of Flame.
Little +1s.
Scion of Storm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, at the start of the game, he plays
that's...
Scions, and they're always going to deal some damage, so...
Which is why he always flips in the first 2 turns, if not the first turn, against the Sentinels.
All right. So, obviously, things are futile.
That's a nasty combo to get the beginning, though.
Yeah.
Especially in that order. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to start with Arcane Cadence just to see what we get. So I've got another Arcane Cadence and another Arcane Cadence.
You can actually play both of them.
I know, I was going to say I could throw one on the bottom.
Yeah, just build your hand up. Yeah, and control things on the bottom. But you can chain them off your Arcane Cadence by putting one on the top and playing the other one.
Right.
So you could put cards on the bottom that you might want to play with your power, like Onslaught or something, maybe. Yeah, but then remember, your other Arcane Cadences are going to be putting other cards on the bottom. So pick a card that you want to put in the bottom 3 plays from now.
Okay, so...
Welcome to Prime Wardens, Argent, Adept.
Top. Okay, bottom. Trash play. Alright, so now we've got this. Alright, so. Let's see here. Which one's Bulwark? Reduce damage dealt to the targets by 1.
It is worth pointing out that obvious futility will punch through that until we get rid of it.
Right.
Yeah, so if you can dig enough to find Sarabanda of Destruction, that would probably be worth continuing to look for.
Sure.
Though you need the pipes or something to play it, unlike regular.
Or the drum.
Or the drum.
Which is right there. Put the bulwark on the bottom. Got a nice play stacked up.
All right, there's the
There's
Cerebond.
it. Yeah, good.
All right, so I have an instrumental conjuration in hand. I need the pipes, which are currently in my trash.
You don't need the pipes. The drum will
You
work.
need
Oh,
the
that's
drum
right.
would
That's
work.
right. I have the drum. Okay, so
So if you put the Sarabande on the bottom and the drums into play, you'll have both of them
okay.
Right, you'll be able to use it.
next turn.
Or next turn, yeah, next turn.
Trash, play.
I'm very proud of you not discarding Vernal Sonata.
Yes, I'm learning. Even though I already had one in hand. All right, bottom card into play. And I don't have an accompany, but that's okay. You can tell when I'm playing Argent Adept because I haven't read the chat in like 6 minutes because I've been so focused on, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing?
All right, so my inclination is probably Hippocratic Oath or Calinus Form. Right now, Calinus Form because I will redirect damage and he will deal it to himself irreducibly.
I like. He's going to be flipping and dealing damage to the lowest as well. So that's going to be Idealist, unless you heal up Idealist so that Wraith is the lowest, which might not be a bad idea.
Which I could do by playing Good Hero, Bad Hero.
Well, or you could just. Oh, that's right, because right, you have Adamant Medico, so he doesn't just heal one.
Yeah, he doesn't heal one.
Yeah, but Good Hero, Bad Hero could do it. You're right.
So that seems like a play to me.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably my favorite of the signature moves. It can be very,
It's so good.
very good. Especially once Wraith becomes the hero with the highest HP. Or the lowest, but usually you work it where he's the highest, in my experience.
So, in this case, his damage to himself will already be irreducible. Are you planning on doing a lot of damage this turn?
What have I got? I mean, I could throat jab him or smoke bomb. I actually don't want to smoke bombs because of that necessarily.
Yeah.
I probably would just play stun bolt on him and hit him with it. Actually, but it won't even do anything. So
yeah. So I'm gonna go for healing the Sentinels because that's a 24/7 job and getting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I have second chance just in case.
Yeah, human shield might come in handy too. All right. Excuse me.
Yeah, one of the nice things about having him. Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
One of the nice things about having Progeny flipped, almost guaranteed with the Sentinels, is he only hits one person.
Right.
You can
unless he
predict
plays.
him.
Yeah, unless he plays a card that makes him hit everything.
Yeah. Good night, Hank Ride. Thank you for joining us.
I could throat jab him though if we want to.
I want him to punch me this turn. Why are you hitting yourself?
Fair enough. Then I'm going to play Stun Bolt, but I'm not going to bother hitting him with it because of obvious futility.
Because it would be futile to hit him with it.
At the moment. Yay, impromptu invention. I'm going to get Infrared Eyepiece as soon as I can.
That's not fun for us.
That's really not fun.
Oh, well, it's gone. And all my fun setup is gone.
That's Progeny for you.
Oh wow. Oh, this is not good. I think I might be completely dead this turn. Scratch that. I am almost positive.
Do we want to take out the Storm or the Flame?
The Storm is better for the team. The Flame will keep me alive.
Yeah, I think let's get rid of the Flame right now. I mean, you would have been alive, just not. You would have.
No, I
lost
know.
life. But yeah.
Well, if it stayed in play, he would continue doing irreducible boosted damage against me.
All right, what is on the bottom? I believe it's the Alacritus Subdominant.
It is the Counterpoint Bulwark.
Oh, is that Counterpoint Bulwark? Okay.
And now we can't actually. Well, if you Vernal Sonata, you can get your Sarabande back and start back towards that if you want.
Yeah.
And actually also give us a hit point, which we really need.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, Vernal Sonata is like super useful with the Sentinels.
Skip's wrong.
Yeah, we want these. Probably Kalinus Farm again. Unless you think that there's a different signature that would be more useful.
I'm just excited that you are pronouncing it Kalinus Form, because I've always pronounced it Caligulus Form, and this is one that I feel like we should ask Christopher what.
It is Caligulus Form. There's an I in there that I always miss.
Well, but Align is pronounced that way. If you take the C off of it and the us off the end, Align is a word.
Align isn't spelled Aligin.
Oh, I-N. Oh, I see.
My Mac says Caligulus.
Caligulus.
Yeah, it's Caligulus. I just always miss that I.
Caligulus. If you go to terminal and type say Caligulus, that's what he will say. It might even play on the stream. You can say scherzo, or we can try other things. Muzarangi. I don't think it does names as well.
Wraith, are you putting Stunbolt on top, or are you skipping?
Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Skip.
Counterpoint. Let's draw.
I'll be able to get a Stunbolt if I want. So.
Who would like a card? I think I'm. Well,
I'm pretty good on cards.
You should draw a card yourself.
Yeah, so I'll draw my thingy.
Yeah. Even though you have piles of cards.
Yeah, I have piles of cards, but we want that Saraband, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. How do I want to do this? Probably Human Shield.
I'm pretty sure on the bottom of my deck now is a Rhapsody of Vigor. Unless that was in the trash. It's in the trash. I don't know what's on the bottom of my deck.
Do you guys want damage? I don't need to play Human Shield right now. I can just go for damage.
Sure.
Alright.
A small amount of damage, as it happens, due to Sign of Frost.
Can you get... or... no, you can't. Shoot. Alright, I will go for the heal then.
Yeah, I would use regeneration.
What I want to do is TK Thump, but obvious futility. It would be obvious.
TK Thump is going to be really good once we can get obvious futility.
Yeah.
Because we can TK Thump and Stunbolt him into doing nothing.
And smoke bombs and all the damage reduction.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go into Infrared Eyepiece. I really want a Grappling Hook too, and then I'm going to put out Smoke Bombs, I think, to save the
preparation.
Or I could just Throat Jab him right now. That might be...
Throat Jab would be better, I think.
Yeah. He'll heal more than I hit him, but that's how it goes. Do we want double Sign of Frost? Or a Elemental Outburst that doesn't do anything?
I like that.
Yep.
Well, I'll do it. I mean,
it'd be nice to get rid of the storm.
The Scion of the Storm. That was what I was about to say.
Why don't we go do that? Why don't we rewind?
Rewind for that?
That was my first instinct, and then I clicked on the other thing. But I feel like, yeah, Scion of Frost is bad, but if we can do multiple damages, then we can get ahead of it, especially with the Sentinels.
Yeah, and also if we get the fog on this level, it won't even do anything.
Yeah. So it'll stop our healing too.
Yeah, that'll.
Yay! Surprise shopping trip.
Surprise!
And of course, it doesn't hurt Progeny.
Progeny's never surprised.
Alright, so...
So every time you play a card, we're going to take a damage.
Right.
Just bear that in mind.
Yeah, given that...
Infernal Sonata, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I actually have it up, as the stream will notice. I was like, maybe we could take the damage and then heal the damage, and then I can get that other card... Get a card back. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, and actually then you can let me draw into Impromptu Invention or the Sentinels into unique capabilities for their turn. So once again, playing unique capabilities or Impromptu Invention is probably a bad idea with Shopping Trip out.
Yeah.
Actually, I can make a computer, but I can't play it until my turn.
Yeah, I'm not going to unique capabilities on my turn.
Yeah, actually, let me...
I'm going to take it, but I'm not going to play it.
Sure. I'm going to put... Actually, should I take Impromptu Invention or Throat Jab?
I think probably Throat Jab. Impromptu Invention gets you set up more, which is nice. Actually, I could see it going either way.
Yeah, I think Impromptu Invention. And then, so if you use your power, we'll all take a damage. I guess this is more a question for the Sentinels.
I can handle it. I got 2 second chances.
Yeah. Alright, so... Who wanted to draw a card?
The Wraith.
Alright, so rules question I don't actually know the answer to off the top of my head. Does Surprise Shopping Trip hit first or second from the play?
First.
Because that's
second.
actually...
It happens before whatever's on the card happens.
Dang.
But if you played Human Shield, the text on that card is active, but any sort of one-time effects on the card happen after Surprise Shopping Trip.
Yeah.
So you could use Human Shield to protect.
Caligulous form, or... Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Caligulous form could work. I would redirect it.
That was my thinking.
Yeah, anything that is like text on an ongoing card or whatever is in play as soon as it's there. But text on a one-shot doesn't get processed until like the Surprise Shopping Trip reacts first. Before that.
Gotcha.
Stuff. That's why you can do things like play Human Shield and then play Heroic Interception and like redirect
and then take no damage.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm going to play, and this is why I can play Mega Computer and turn off the Shopping Trip from hitting us. But like, Mega Computer isn't that useful, but it's still like, I wasn't going to play something else because of the Shopping Trip, so I may as well play Mega Computer. Sure. Oh, great. Choose between horrible things.
I kind of want Time of Tribulations because it means Progeny will hit himself harder and get rid of a Scion.
That's true. And I have the Mega Computer I can sacrifice. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Because he's going to play that, and he's not going to deal any other damage except the damage to Wraith on his turn. So, works for me. And it's irreducible, so he'll just hit himself straight up.
And he's not even going to heal. Beautiful.
Oh, the smog.
Smog.
It's so oppressive.
Whoops, Progeny.
I award you no HP, and may God have mercy on your soul. All right, so...
Still haven't managed to destroy obvious futility after like 4 rounds.
Oh, God.
He is going to destroy an equipment card if you play one, FYI.
Ah. The start of middle turn, destroy one equipment card belonging to each player that destroyed one side card and this card. Okay.
Right now, that's only Wraith.
Yeah. I would probably play the Sarabande and
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
hope to get to use it next turn.
I did not mean to suggest a card. My bad.
I could look into a grappling hook.
Let's see what I get. Oh, Scherzo.
Cool. So, yeah, a card draw for someone.
Yeah, someone other than Argent Adept, because I'm.
No one really needs but I think actually
Sentinels always benefit from more
Okay.
cards.
best odds is the Wraith because I might get a grappling hook.
That's
Okay.
true. Grappling hook would be ideal.
Oh, utility belt.
Alright, so now that we're no longer on the back foot.
But remember, your healing is minus right now.
Yeah, so we want to invest in damage reduction potentially for when obvious futility goes away.
Sambar says, I always forget that Tempest shows up in the times of tribulations. Yep, there he is.
I'm thinking coordinated assault, honestly, for this.
I
Just
should say
punch
their
him.
Tempest is. Because Tempest is not a he or a she.
Sure.
Right? So mainstay is gonna punch for a lot. And you get no healing.
Yeah.
And I get no healing, which is less good. I guess just punch him again?
Yeah, I would go with TK Thump. Well,
I can't hit him with TK Thump.
it doesn't have to hit for the effect, though. I'm
That's
thinking,
true.
like, if I happen to get a grappling hook, it could pay off. But I guess that's fairly small odds, so there's more damage if you use Haymaker. So
I'll use Haymaker and then maybe you can get in like a stun bolt if you
Right.
want or something. I don't know.
we'll see what I get with my impromptu invention. I did not get those things.
Shoot.
So yeah, so stun bolt isn't going to do anything.
Yeah, well, it will this time be. Oh, not until that.
no, but it won't like
obvious-
reduce his damage because
Yeah.
it's still got utility.
I mean, he's still punching himself, which is nice.
Right. So yeah, I definitely want to get a utility belt out, and then the question is what else?
You could start prepping with like a razor ordnance or an infrared eyepiece if you really want to go for the crazy draws.
Yeah, or that's true if I am really going for that. Yeah, Razor Ordens isn't a bad call, I think, because he can't heal right now. May as well chip away at him as we can.
Is that somebody
Alright.
sneezing?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want the worst option or the less worst option?
Whatever you think the less worse option is. They're
Sign of
both
Blight-
pretty
well, I
bad.
mean, Form of the Harbinger is worse, I think, strictly worse than Sign of Blight here. So, because we actually have lots of cards, so
Yeah, that's true. I'm used to being suffocated by Scion of Blight, which is
Yeah.
why I always think it's bad.
Oh, and you're going to lose the Durasteel chains. But
Yeah.
do we want to keep this around, or do we want to get rid of it? He is going to lose one of his things. Actually,
I think we should get rid of it. It hurts us more than him once he loses the second one.
All right, who wants to discard? I guess I can. I have 2 smoke bombs. I don't need both, so.
Okay. Fixed point. You couldn't have come at a worse / better time.
It's the worst time. He is going to wreck us.
But at least we keep our equipment, right?
Oh man, this is not good. I mean, well, we're not, like, the Sentinels aren't going to be destroyed. You're just going to be at minus hit points.
Yeah.
He heals more, and just we get to discard a card.
We all get to cry a lot. Won't need that where I'm going. Who do I like less?
You probably want to keep Medico in case you need to revive.
In case I survive.
Yeah. All right, well, we're still here, and we have fixed point, so any shenanigans that are exciting? I guess Wraith can be healed back to positive if you have a card. Actually, you did have a card, but you discarded it. Oh, wait, no, but yeah, that you did.
No, that was a damage card. I can do team communications and get a lot more.
Yeah, so my whole plan doesn't make any sense now. Because I was going to probably do the drum and then Saraband of Destruction and start getting rid of some stuff, but that's not going to work, obviously. So I could try to get another...
You could destroy fixed point, but I don't know if that... Then the Wraith would go down, so...
Yeah.
That's not even terrible, because I have a second chance that I can play.
I mean, fixed point will go away on its own, though, so I'm not sure it's like...
Yeah. I don't think that it benefits us to get rid of it now.
Yeah, so the other option, obviously, is I can basically put any instrument I want into play right now, because I got both the drum and the harp in hand, and I've got 3 instrumental conjurations, and I can play whatever the bottom of my deck is and do other stuff.
Yeah,
so
I would actually probably go for the pipes, and then you'll be able to do Rhapsody of Vigor and Serve.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking, is go get those pipes. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get the pipes, and then we'll see what's on the bottom. Get an invented preparation.
Yay, invented preparation is great.
And then let's use my base power. Was that conduct? Yes, conduct. And see what we get.
And you can get the Lyra also.
Yeah, where is everything? So there's nothing. Oh yeah, the Lyra's in the trash.
Since when is the Lyra in the trash? Wait, what?
And the horn and Zeus bell are in the deck.
I think it went there from a...
the bell might actually be
cadence.
More useful.
Yeah, I think it came from a cadence. Yeah, so let's see. The bell, rhythm.
So that way you can get the defense on the bulwark going. You don't have any harmonies in play. I don't think you even have any harmonies in hand.
Yeah.
Bell it is. Alright. And then I can either deal one little eensy-beensy damage, or
which will be 0.
Or someone can draw a card.
Yeah. Let the Sentinels draw a card, I think.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get something crazy. Well, we got something. Not bad. Maybe not the best time.
But, yeah.
Alright.
Well,
sad. I drew Hippocratic Oath and unique capabilities at the same time. Well, that sucks.
Well, you can still get something. Or a vision, yeah.
That'll help us fight off the Blight.
Actually, you can get Rise back to 0. But...
just in time.
I don't think that's enough.
Trying to think what I should do here. Yeah. I could fling myself into darkness. No, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to positive energy this turn and restorative burst next turn. Just give you guys some healing, get the other Sentinels back up.
Cool. Ugh. It's better to not hit him.
Yep.
Ugh. I'll take the discard, because I have a bazillion things in hand. I'm not going to fling into darkness this game. And then I probably want a Medico then, too.
Yeah, for your other guys, if not for Wraith, really. Yeah. There's 2 cards you could have had.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to draw earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe smoke bombs at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Useful. Especially when we get rid of that freaking obvious utility.
Someday.
And actually hitting him with Razor Ordnance is
worse than not.
It's worse than not hitting him, so I'll use in for die piece. Oh man.
No, this is actually good for us because Time of Tribulations only destroys 1 Scion, and when a new Scion enters play, you destroy Scions until you go down to 2. Actually, wait. Yeah, so this will destroy 2 Scions when it comes into play for Scion of the Storm.
No, Time of Tribulations will go first and destroy a Scion, so there'll be 2, and then the new Scion comes and destroys 1. So
I don't think they do. I think when a Scion enters play, that's when the destruction happens, and it just ignores it else.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Time of Tribulation is going to destroy 1, so there'll be 2 left, and then he plays Scion.
I am mathing wrong.
So Sign of the Storm is horrible, but also
less
Form
horrible?
of the Harbinger, picking a random Scion and also dealing extra damage is horrible. So
it's a moot point. It's how we die that we're choosing.
Sign of the Storm.
I am the architect of my own demise. Thank you.
You can't destroy Rift in Time. It's indestructible.
Well, do we want to keep it out?
Oh, I guess. Well, it's
going to stay out no matter what.
It's going to stay out no matter what we do. Yeah.
Yeah. Typhoon.
Ugh. And the Typhoon's going to stay out because the Rift in Time isn't an anomaly, so.
So what card do you like so much you want to say it again? I'm going to say Second Chance.
I'm assuming the bell.
Oh, Mega Computer. Mega Computer is the real hero.
Yeah. Mega Computer was the hero we needed.
But I think I'm going to get rid of it anyways, unless we're planning to keep Marsquake around. I mean, finally we have a way to destroy the ongoing card.
I think probably...
But actually, Argent Adept is going to do it, so yeah, Mega Computer can go. I don't think Yeah, I don't think it super matters. Well, I guess we might get a Caligulous form hit on him, so yeah. Frost. Oh, right, the orders will be affected here.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that.
You guys jumping on your choose for me's.
I did forget.
I think we still have lots of cards, so we can get rid of Frost and get a chance of getting his hit points to be reduced.
So, who wants to hit the Wraith? Yeah.
Let's all be the lowest.
I love it when everyone is the lowest.
All right,
just a game
so
of negating.
let's choose the lowest here. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
the...
you're right. You're right. Well, it's irreducible, so it actually doesn't matter.
It doesn't help, but it does keep the damage off the lowest targets a little bit. I don't think the order is actually mattering in this case, but it's getting close to the point where we'll all have the same hit points, and we can, once we get rid of obvious futility, which is going to be very soon, right?
Please?
So soon.
One might say that our struggle has been obviously futile again, because it's been out that long.
Yeah, I'm pro that.
Yep.
Of course, this is a case where actually there are 5 targets.
More than...
But
but soon there will be more. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
In a way, Cytosine says, we discovered that Mega Computer really dwells in our own.
I've never been more
No
happy.
longer futile, our struggle is.
Who wants a card?
So actually, you might want to... Marsquake is going to be destroying that. So
Oh, yeah?
it might have been better to destroy an environment card.
So,
Would anyone agree?
I'll do that if that's what you guys think.
Because I don't think we have any way to destroy Marsquake, so we may as well take advantage of its effect.
alright. I'm fine with that.
Not to throw water on your Scherzo or your Sarabande, but I think you still want to use Sarabande and destroy like Typhoon.
Typhoon, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the one downside to Argent Adept. His rewinds take a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite is when you've got like some either version, frankly, of the Scholar and the Argent Adept, and like, oh, I don't know, maybe Prime Warden's Fanatic and Grandpa Legacy, all in the same game, and it's like, oh wait, who the heck's turn am I even in?
Oh no, Sockbook 2,000 points at the Rift in Time. No, Rift in Time can destroy itself. It doesn't have to destroy Mars. And we could have used Rift in Time to destroy Marsquake, but I'd rather get rid of Rift in Time personally.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
And we have plenty of cards in play to spare one for an ongoing card for Marsquake.
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff in play that I may not use. So.
And do we want TK Thump on Progeny, or
Yes.
he's going to be punching himself again? I think because Wraith is back in the mix.
But yeah, I think having his damage be reduced is going to be a net positive because he's often does wide damage, right? So.
Yep, fair enough. TK Thump.
All right. So you have some ongoing you're willing to sacrifice, Jeremy?
Yep.
Okay. So I was thinking I might just suit yourself and soak some of this smoke bomb redirect stuff. So I'm going to do that. Actually, I still have a damage reduction. No, I don't. That got used up.
Yeah, it got used up by the Marsquake, I think.
Right.
Oh.
Sonver says TK Thump does nothing if no damage was dealt. Oh, that's true. I thought it was like Stun Bolt. Do you want to go back and do something else?
Yeah. I thought that was too. But
if only we knew anything about the game we make.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I usually use Sentinel's Tactics to mainstay into TK Thump.
Mm. Well, you'll be able to do that soon.
Hopefully.
I will still suit yourself. Well, and yeah, I think if you get out, you have human shield, and you can get your chains back with smoke bombs, we can basically have no damage being dealt as long as he doesn't get obvious futility again, which he probably will because he has only 11 cards left in his deck.
Yeah, and the infrared eyepiece reveals that he gets that or the inevitable.
Oh, right.
Which basically means he gets obvious futility anyway.
No, he would get Our Reckoning. That's the other ongoing, which is hero cards, because one would go on the bottom, right? And then it would reveal until it gets to Our Reckoning.
That's true.
Which is horrid. But we have a way to just deal with... We have a reliable way to destroy ongoings now, right? So...
Yes.
I actually don't mind as much that we could have obvious futility once again. I'd rather that, I think, than Our Reckoning, unless...
we can destroy it either way. I vote early.
Sure.
That's all.
Any preference, Jeremy or David, between... And also the inevitable deals damage, so...
That's true.
Alright. Futility it is. We'll just continue the futility.
It really is futile.
And I guess I can actually hit him for 2 damage. So yeah. Or I could take a stealth, which will expire.
Well, he'll still have obvious futility, so if he punches...
Well, it doesn't use up stealth, but yeah, it's not as useful.
I'm willing to discard.
I can discard. I have lots of stuff that I can discard. Grappling hook! Well, that's handy.
Indeed.
Finally.
Aura Vision, probably. It's combating the blight, but is there anything else we want to...
I mean, we don't really need Scherzo, Frost, and Flame.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that for sure.
Okay.
Great. This is the best.
We thought we had a choice, but we actually just get both anyway. Wait. Order matters. Sort of. Actually, Wraith first, for obvious reasons.
Actually, we can get rid of Our Reckoning on Argent Adept's turn, so...
That is true.
Without playing a card.
I'm probably not going to need Telekinetic Wallop.
And yeah, let's start with the lowest. And even our hit points out a little. Actually, yeah, then it's... The order's not going to matter now. Who's the highest?
I think Wraith, probably, because we want to keep him low.
Yeah, I would... I mean, we could keep the Reckoning around to destroy Scion, but I feel like that's not a good idea. I would destroy it, and then I can grappling hook the futility.
Okay.
And we also need to get rid of the main computer.
Someday we'll have control of this game.
I feel like, yeah, we almost got control of the game, and then...
All right.
And everything.
Who does not want a hit point, right? Because I got 5 and then there's 6 of us.
Mainstay, I guess.
Okay.
It ain't over till it's over.
And you want a card to get that grappling hook, yeah?
I mean, I have a grappling hook.
Oh, you have one now. Who wants a card?
We all are swimming in cards, so.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, and I have an Arcane Cable,
Hey,
so...
draw 4 more.
Thought I was swimming in cards before.
No, you don't even have any unique capabilities in your deck, but if you can get your deck to reshuffle...
Yeah, I was going to say, there you go.
That's the plan.
Keep it going. Keep this card draw train a-running.
Hey, look at all these hit point generators. I like that.
All right, I think I want to Blackout or play Hippocratic Oath. Hippocratic Oath will be good for the sustain, I think.
Or Sentinel Tactics wouldn't be bad to have.
That is true. That probably would have been a better play, but I will roll with it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And so now I will heal Argent, Adept, Medico, and Wraith.
All right, should I grappling hook obvious futility or the main computer room?
Main computer room. Because we can get obvious futility back on Argent Adept's turn.
That's true, and who knows what horrifying thing he's going to do with two extra card plays or whatever. Yeah. So, and we don't need to draw cards from the main computer room.
I think everyone has more than 10 cards in their hands.
So now we have some semblance of control over what he's doing.
For now.
So who wants to take 6 damage? 6 irreducible.
It would be actually 4 because... Oh no, with the highest. Never mind.
Yeah, it's going to go after...
Honestly, I kind of want to deal with Hour of Reckoning more than that.
I guess, yeah. I mean, we have dealt with our Reckoning via Argent Adept, so...
And we've been dealing with obvious futility all game. I think we're used to it by now.
All right, yeah. Let's save Elemental Outburst until we can reduce damage. Hopefully. Oh, great, Throat Jab. That's good. All right, so I guess I'll hit him.
Every
Wraith
time.
Is the only one hitting him. I guess you have like 20 cards.
I have a zillion cards. I don't need more than 12 copies of Telekinetic Wallop. There's only one of you. So.
Hey, impromptu.
Oh, thank you, Tumbleweed.
Finally, the Tumbleweed.
I've never been so happy to see a Tumbleweed. I'll discard another one.
I can't tell you how exciting it has been to have 2 people who really know how to play the game so that I can just be quiet and and like learn and play when it's my turn. That's been really fun. All right, so still no card plays, so I'm
so glad you finally got a way to destroy ongoing.
Clear my pipes.
That's so important to Progeny.
All right, so what am I trying to get rid of? Am I the Hour?
Yeah.
You could even play a second Sarabande and then activate both with Drake's Pipes.
Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible.
Kill 2 ongoings every time he plays 3 ongoings.
All right, so again, who does not want?
Wraith.
Wraith, okay.
Yeah, Wraith wants to stay the lowest. So we can try to get card draws for Wraith so that I might get another grappling hook. Hey, finally inspiring Supertonic.
Sockfoot 2000 says, I think Progeny may deal more damage to the villain than I do this game.
Actually,
I think that is absolutely the case.
Yeah. Progeny's the real MVP.
Time for Sentinel Tactics finally?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. And now I can punch and then heal. Unless you want the damage reduction on Progeny, which I can do.
Well, we won't necessarily have obvious futility taken away.
So yeah, I'll just
soon
go
enough.
for the
So.
So what do I want to get rid of next time?
Probably don't need 2 human shields.
Yeah, probably not. Well,
I mean, it's nice that you can just not discard and play one instead, but...
And then heal to get more cards. This has been the Sentinels deck showcase.
Well, you're also getting closer to reshuffling and then getting your other signatures.
Yep.
Signature. I guess there's only one left, but you want it.
Yes, I do. Alright, so probably Wraith, Argent Adept, and I like keeping Medico the highest, so I'm going to keep doing that.
Alright. I have lots of cards. I'm going to play Impromptu Invention.
Is it finally time to get out the micro-targeting?
Oh yeah, I can get micro-targeting. Actually haven't drawn it all game. So I could throat jab him, potentially. Which might be nice. And then when I do infrared eyepiece, I can choose a card that will deal damage. I think I'm going to do that.
I like it.
And it's irreducible. I mean, I could throat jab the Tumbleweed, obviously.
Can never be too sure.
I can discard one here.
Alright. I feel like I still have the most.
You have the most, but I think you have more useful cards, even though you have like duplicates. Like if I have 3 copies of Throwing Knives, like it's better for me to discard them than you for discard one of your one shots. All right, infrared eyepiece, I think. Yeah, elemental outburst.
Nice.
Actually, he has no ongoing cards left in his deck, right?
I think he still has that one that you put at the bottom. No. Nope. No ongoings at all.
Inevitable isn't going to do anything. So basically, and the other thing discards the other cards revealed this way. So that would actually empty his deck out.
I think we actually kind of want him to not play the ongoings. He has 1 Scion of Blight, and then a bunch of 1 Elemental Outburst, 2 Harbingers, which it'll put the Scion of Blight into play and hurt us, and the Inevitable you're looking at. So I kind of like him having a predictable deck.
Yeah. Yeah, because once he reshuffles, we'll probably immediately get obvious futility again, so.
Obviously.
Yeah. That's just how it goes.
And maybe we'll actually get to finally actually destroy it, and we'll see.
Someday.
Filter spy.
That's fine.
All right.
You can play cards. That's weird.
Yeah, what? Playing cards in a card game. So we don't need it right now, but I don't have a problem getting out the other Saraband Destruction and then maybe healing us up some more. But I'm wondering if... What do I have in my deck?
Yeah, as long as you destroy obvious futility, that's all I care about.
Yeah, that's the first thing, but obviously I can't destroy Scions with a second Saraband.
The inventive preparation out in prep for using it.
Yeah, because when you get inventive preparation, then you can get that out with the bell or the drum or something.
Or even your base power.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so get rid of futility.
Finally. We're finally free for some turns.
Alright, you still want to keep Wraith the lowest.
Yes. Wraith is the lowest, yes.
But do you want me to heal him anyway because everybody else is at 8 or 9?
No.
No? Alright.
He'll get healed by Medico, probably, so.
Yeah.
And other things.
Lots of opportunities to heal Wraith should he need it. He's a tough dude. Anyone need a card? Probably not.
I mean, I don't really need anything.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you did. I don't really need anything either, so it's not a huge deal to drop that. So let's see. What do we want today? You can actually play damaging cards.
He is actually throat jabbed, so you don't want to play Blackout or anything.
Yeah, so I'm going to do Coordinated Assault.
Doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, not really. As long as it's not Medico.
Oh, right. Unless you wanted to deal 6. Unless you wanted to heal someone for 6.
Yeah. You said you wanted to discard?
Yep, I can still discard. I've got duplicates of things up the wazoo.
Alright, so I'm going to start with the heal.
Yeah, now we can be TK thumping him and stun bolting him. I'm going to play stun bolt and shut him down. I actually have 2 stun bolts.
TK thump.
Start getting the double stun bolt and the TK thump. He'll be at -3. Hopefully that should be...
Everyone is at 10 and I kind of don't want to spoil it. No, I will. I will spoil it.
As long as we don't take Wraith back over 10, right? Doesn't he flip back if everyone's over 10?
Yep.
That's right. And then he starts damaging everyone. But if he's stun bolted, like, to -3 or something, then...
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. I don't actually care what card he's playing, I think.
I already have damage reduction 1, which means between stun bolt and that.
Yeah, he's just going to be doing 0 damage no matter what, so... I can still discard.
So let me know when you can't discard, and then I will take it over from there.
Sure. Well, and I'm sure Argent Adept has things to discard too.
Yeah.
That's true.
I can jump on the discard bandwagon if we need it.
Probably Rift in Time.
Yeah, we can leave the Filter Spy around. He doesn't do much. He's going to start hitting Progeny for us soon.
Idealist will take it. And we'll take exactly 0.
Yay!
Honestly, kind of want to get rid of Scion of the Flame, even.
I would get rid of the other, like, because with -2, he's not going to be...
Yeah, no. That's true. We have him pretty well locked down, and we don't want to run out of our 1,000,000 cards.
Yeah, without that obvious utility, this team does a lot better. It just took us forever to get rid of
it.
Both of them, because they both
18 cards later.
As soon as we were ready to get rid of it, it was like, oh, but there's this other thing we need to destroy first. And then the other copy gets played just in time. Yeah. All right, it's time to wail on him.
Yeah, so what are we thinking here? There was some talk about inventive preparation.
Yeah.
So you
want to allow the Sentinels to play cards. That's the main thing.
You'll need an instrument to do that. So the Lyra is good if you're planning on getting, especially if you're planning on getting Inspiring Supertonic out.
I like the Bell with Syncopated.
Yeah, that's another good one.
You can give a +1 to one of the Sentinels and to Wraith or something, and we can wreck his face. So you won't be dealing the damage, but you're enabling the damage.
That's fine. All right, so I'm starting with...
Syncopated
Onslaught.
And this one will be up to... I mean, if you think 2 Sentinels would be better to be getting this, then that's fine too. But Wraith,
I would probably just do Wraith for now. Just Wraith and Wraith. Wraith and Wraith.
Wraith and Wraith, Wraith and Wraith.
Wraith and Wraith. Wrath.
The Wrath.
The Wrath, as many first-time forum posters will write. And the Sentinels, yes, so to take advantage of Sentinel tactics.
Probably, I'm thinking Blackout right now.
Yeah. Though he's like gonna just get his damage reduction is going to kick that away, but actually, you could Haymaker and then he'll.
Yep, that was the plan.
Nice.
Awesome. That's good.
That's awesome.
That's the nice thing.
So much
about
order. Order so matters.
I'm gonna get rid of a second chance.
Yeah, actually, you're not in danger of getting knocked out now. Nice.
All right. I'll draw
Sentinels,
myself.
would you like to take your turn now?
I'm thinking coordinated assault.
Yep.
Yeah, Cytosine says you guys are holding on like true heroes. This is another one of those games like that epic not deal a single point of damage for 57 minutes to Grand Warlord Voss games that like I want to watch through this and then write a screenplay based on this game.
Yeah, half an hour. I told Brittany that we'll be done in 10 minutes because I thought we were gonna lose.
Yep.
So dinner is waiting, but we're still hanging in here. I think we're gonna win.
So I probably don't need
Fling into Darkness,
another. Fling into Dark. I kind of wanted to finish with that potentially.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
No, you don't need Sentinel Tactics.
I want. Oh, that's true. Can't go back now.
Press on.
Just punch.
Do we want to keep that damage reduction on him with the Idealist?
Keep the damage reduction going.
Yeah, I don't want to loosen this leash now that we've got it. Finally.
Reshuffle.
So many
It'd be hilarious
possibilities.
if you drew.
If I drew it right then, I was about to say that. I would be so sad if that happened. Yeah, I guess I will heal Rise a little bit.
Don't heal him too much.
Not too much.
Not over 9.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because if he flips, he does play more cards on the other side, right? But
yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I could double stun bolt, but I think we don't actually need -3. -2 is enough. So
yeah.
I
would just hit him with the Razor Ordnance.
Yeah. On the off chance he hits us, combat stance.
And now we're cooking with gas. Do you want me to discard or okay?
I have lots of extra things.
And the really cool part about having 2 people in addition to myself is that a lot of times I don't even have to vote. I can just sit back and
Doesn't Progeny play a card on the end of his turn on the front side? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe I'm imagining.
I think he does.
Oh, I think that's on advanced. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that is advanced. I'm used to playing on advanced, which is why, like, that is what Progeny does in my head. And he double plays on this side, I believe, because the other side is the indestructible.
Right. Indestructible Scions, right? Aha! Combat stance. Take that.
Oh, this is
Bye.
This is less than good.
Oh, that's fine. We have syncopated, or we have the Argent Adept can help us get rid of this.
That is true.
Yeah, we can skip it.
So, all right.
We can probably actually destroy him before the environment turn, if we want, actually, instead of doing that. So. We might just leave it, because actually that could be the finishing, is Caligula's form from the Crushing Hallway.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Crush that silvery pile of mush.
I don't even know what he played. It did 0.
That's a good feeling.
All right, let's see what we got.
Yeah,
here.
I would just basically do the same thing you did last turn. So if you have a one shot you want, I guess you could like play Polyphilic Flare or something if you want to do some more. Or...
Yeah, actually, I feel like doing a thing. We'll do that, and that'll let me
use your base power.
Yes, I haven't used that in a while. Let's do that. What did I play?
That's a good one.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, we don't have a card to activate it.
It's all right. Here you go, Sentinels.
So probably horrifying.
Yeah, I would have used the bell first so that they'd have the +1 for this.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't think it will matter.
I'll start with the unique capabilities to get my damage boost out.
We're just kind of toying with Progeny now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna horrifying dichotomy. Forgot I had Hippocratic Oath in play. Just doing all the damage.
All right, so ding. Who wants it?
Mainstay for sure.
And the Wraith. Yeah. We are going to be taking him out.
And
The
then
question is,
Sentinels
will
play a
will-
card again?
Yeah.
Yeah. We might take him out before Wraith gets to go.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's
Good
seems
hero,
very
bad
likely.
hero might actually do more damage than Dark Delusions. Trying to think. I think it does actually the same amount. Alright, I'll go with good hero, bad hero. Oh no, he's over 10. Whatever will we do?
I think we
Well,
should hit
Progeny's
Progeny.
at 10. Do the old blackout trick again?
Yep. So I'm gonna punch with Mainstay. I think this actually kills him. Punch with Mainstay. Punch again with Mainstay, and then he is below 4, which
Yep.
means he gets flung into darkness.
I think that's a good look for him, is being in darkness.
And blackout.
The end.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a master class in why you never give up.
That's right.
This
Don't
game.
go and hit that restart game button when you think that things are going poorly.
Especially with the Adamant Sentinels until the patch.
Right.
So yes, that was very touch and go, but man, if we didn't pull it out in the end. They should do a letters page episode about this game.
Tell us the story about the Handelabrats versus Progeny.
Indeed. So yeah, I know at least one person literally just showed up, so I'll tell you about all this fun stuff that's happening tonight. Number one, and somebody already posted this, the Letters Page podcast is now live. That'll be coming out on Tuesdays, and that is the podcast done by Adam and Christopher from Greater Than Games, talking about all the lore and the backstory and everything else that happens in the Sentinels multiverse. So give that a listen. We've got a new Handelabrat joining us this evening. That's David. Say hi, David.
Hi, David,
Or
again.
David, or Javid, some kind of something. And yeah, it's another episode of Sentinels Live in the can. So that'll do it for us tonight. As you all know, Sentinels of the Multiverse is the only cooperative comic book card game that you should be playing. Thanks as always for joining us. We do this, as I just mentioned, I believe, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you enjoy the show, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe. Spreading the Sentinels love is always the right thing to do. The more people we get watching the show, the more people that are playing Sentinels, the easier it'll be for you to find a multiplayer game and show Progeny who's boss, like we just did. One last thing that I have also been asked to tell you guys is that we would love it if you would visit Metacritic.com and give us a review. Our reviews on Metacritic are woefully low compared to how we're reviewed on all the various app stores because most of the people who play the game just simply haven't gone there. So head over to Metacritic.com, search for Sentinels of the Multiverse, find your chosen platform, whether it's Steam or iOS or Android, and give us a review. We would really appreciate it. Sentinels of the Multiverse, as I just mentioned, is available on iOS, Android, and Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. And you can find more about the game at sentinelsdigital.com. I'm Jeremy.
I'm John.
And of course we had who else?
I'm David.
And David. And we are all saying good night. We will see you next week. Thanks, everybody.